moment for a question in passing? Thank you for heeding my call, newcomer. I don't suppose your passage to Summerset brought you past Waston Coraldale? My father, Kurtaros, runs a boat in an angler fleet. They're long overdue, and while his stride tends to be a leisurely one, I've never seen the whole fleet gone for so long. I'm probably over-concerned. The weather's been fair and the wind's mild. Perhaps their fishing has been so fruitful they dare not waste their good fortune. But I'd feel better if I knew what to make of their delay. The fleet set off west. Waston Coraldale is an island engulfed by coral reefs, but you can reach it safely in that sailboat. I'd go with you, but I'm afraid I don't share my father's comfort with open water.
Well, who's there? Quiet down, you'll spook the fish. Never seen you before? Guess no one told you that this is my spot. Been my spot nearly a century. And it'll be my spot a century more, God's willing. So don't go getting any ideas. Plenty of space down the coast. So, off with you now. Huh, fancy that. I had told Hiranessa for years those sea elves would mount an invasion from Waston Coraldale. Figures they'd launch it while I was having a nap. Well, come along then. Let's send them off before they hook all the best catches. Of course. Any Royal Marine of the Queen's Navy worth their salt would. Might have traded my saber for a fishing rod, but I've still got my sea legs, and I'm still as sharp as the day I mustered. The others I sail with are civilians, though. Aye. Even if they caught a glimpse of a sea elf cutter before it reached Waston Coraldale, there's no chance a fishing boat would have outrun it. If anyone from the fleet's still alive out there, it's our duty to help them. Best we split up. Unless my creaking knees give me away, I ought to be able to handle some scouting while you're searching for survivors. We'll rendezvous at the old lover's tree near the reef on the eastern shore. My friends will know the one.
Sacred Ascendants, take me home. I thought you were a sea elf. One moment I was just dipping my toes in the shallows having a pleasant day. The next there's a murderous corsair or hungry reef viper around every corner. We're trapped. He's alive. At his age, I'd have thought he'd be the first to fall prey to those sea elves. Should have given the stubborn old salt more credit. I'll make my way to him. Better than waiting to die out here. Thank you.
Stranger, don't anger the salamanders. They're the only thing keeping those sea elves from wandering too close. What are you doing out here? I've never seen you before. You're sure we're talking about the same Kurtaros? The one I know is more likely to be mistaken for dead and sleep right through this whole mess.
crouching is damnation on my back. But I've seen everything I need to know what the enemy's up to. How fares the search? Any sign of Carterel? Never do when it comes to these sea elves. They'll rob us of more than a few good souls before all is said and done here. They're digging in, placing ballistae along the shore. When the Royal Navy finally does mount an attack, they'll be taking fire from Maormer on both land and sea. It'll be a bloodbath, unless some misfortune befalls their plans. Catch my drift? I'm not suggesting we repel the whole invasion, but I do know my way around a ballista. If we turn one toward their own ships and cause enough of a stir, we can draw on a friendly patrol and catch the sea elves out of their element. I'll get into position and await your attack. Then we'll give those sea snakes a good spearing while these two make for your vessel. You do have a vessel, don't you? All right, you two go prepare the boat our friend brought. We'll provide a distraction. Trinamac's wrath be with us. Aid me! Hold them off while I spear that cutter! They didn't call me the scourge of the sea drakes for nothing! They're scattering like minnows! Keep on the offensive! I'm hurt! That'll do. Fall back and get to the boat. Captain coming aboard. Boats prepped and ready.
Father, you had me so worried. What happened? Where's your boat?
None of that now, my Nevis Cup. I'll tell you all about it. But first, there's one more thing we need to see to. Come, friends. It's time we commit our memories to the drink.
Testing, 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 testing. How's that? Oh, thank Fudge for that. Yeah, I think what happened is there was a... I've been talking to myself for like the last 10-15 minutes on mute, and no one could hear me. Marvellous. It's going to be fantastic. Yay. I have to remember to put that in the description. Yeah, for some reason it had reset the microphone to blank. There was like the green bar that comes up. That was working. The it wasn't muted. That was fine. The mic was right, but for some reason it wasn't looking for the microphone that I've got. But apart from that, it's been a good day. I have no idea why I even did that, because I've not changed it. I have not changed the mic at all. I've not even like tweaked anything. Oh, I bet it was Windows being a complete twit. Right. Let me just check. I'm just going to check something in the main settings. I might go mute again, don't worry. Why you don't... Yeah, strange. Strange. No, it's working now.
He washes up here after being gone for weeks, his boat nowhere in sight, and he acts like it's just another day on the sea. Was everything all right? Did he cause you any trouble?
Actually, the Malmo attacked Western Coraldale, and then Kotaros and Valen crippled the ship.
Oh, he put you up to that, didn't he? Papa always loves to embellish his journeys. Whatever the truth is, I'm just glad you brought him home safe. If all newcomers are so kind, Summerset will be fortunate to have you.
Yeah. Wish they hadn't used the word crippled there. They could have got away with just damaged or destroyed. But anyway.
He's not fooling me. I can tell something happened. Father's putting on a brave face, like he used to whenever I'd ask him about his younger days. He'd smile and deflect the question, but I could see a sadness in his eyes he couldn't hide. His secret.
Ooh. No, you know what? No. Okay, no worries. You know what? No, I don't want to delve into the dude's secret. That's between him and whatever. I'm not going to start poking my nose around. That'd just be rude. Alright. Cool. May also notice as well there's less of the what do you call them on the map? The runestone markers. I'm still going to be harvesting them, but I'm only going to really keep them on, apart from like the treasure chests and stuff now, when I'm actually doing a harvesting run. Now it should speed up things just a smidgen. Yes, it should have. Now I'm paranoid now that the mic keeps going to go off. I really am. And I think that this is the area where you go to when you want to learn crafting. Like the jewellery. Have a look. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, you've got like the crafting. That's it. Yeah, she's got the crafting station and stuff. Divine Deputation. That sounds painful. Which way am I going? I am going. That is going this way. Marvellous. Kitty? Kitty. I'm trying to get.
You would challenge me to a duel? How droll. But then how can we have a proper contest? You don't even know the Ultima code of dueling, do you? Learn the rules and challenge me properly. Then I'll teach you some manners.
Oh, what an ale.
Hey, stranger. Been wondering where you got off to. It's good to see you again. Sorry if I'm a little on edge. That elf Lyrindel just dumped a barrel of insults on my head. Mark me, I'm going to knock that loose tongue right out of his mouth.
If you are that angry, why did you let him walk away?
Because I'm not an idiot. Guards see an orc thumping the ears off an elf in the middle of the street. You know how that turns out.
Fair.
Thought if I challenged him to a duel, we could make it legal. But he won't fight unless I challenge him properly.
And how do you challenge him properly?
How in oblivion would I know? These elves have rules for everything. How to eat, how to sleep.
Okay.
Of course they've got rules about how to beat each other up. Say, you wouldn't be interested in helping me figure this out, would you?
So I'm just keeping an eye on her because she was a bit ill earlier. So I just want to make sure she's alright. She had something and it disagreed with her and she coughed it all up, so yeah, she seems okay.
I appreciate the help. Trust me, this is a noble cause. First things first, you'll need to track Lyrindel down and find out how to get this nonsense started. I'd ask him myself, but the urge to punch him might be too much for me.
Understandable. It does seem like a complete and utter twit. And I'm choosing my words very carefully, though. Ooh. What's this? Oh, that's a wrong elf. Where you going? Where you sending me? You're sending me up here?
A request from the Office of Divine Prosecution. Animal handling desired.
Okay, sounds interesting. Oops, and they sent me back down here because of a quest I've already got. Again, where are you sending me? Where are you sending me, Matt? Right over there. Okay, no, it's great. I'm going to... Golden Griffin. Alright. Oh, so I'm going to the pub. 1 second. It's just cat being cats. You sort of learn to listen out for certain noises, and when they make them, it's like, nope, 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 nope. Okay, let's put my drink down there. So I don't spill it. Okay, so to go to the 3rd floor. Pardon me. It's like a tavern or something. It's quite nice. And there's someone asleep, and there's someone standing there. Oh yeah, I've got to be careful about what I liberate in here. Herbie neighbour put out the garbage bin, which reminded me to do that. Yeah, I've done that a couple of times as well. It's like, wait, is it garbage day? Oh, it's garbage day. And then I had to quickly run down. But Madam here was just having a bit of a... Because I've got the cat flap is clear, so she can see out. Problem is, by her being able to see out, other cats can see in, and she gets a bit stressed when they come right up to her cat flap.
Should have known you'd get caught.
It's one of those. Just make sure. Hidden. That's a lockpick here. I don't need any of those. Oh yeah, I'm taking that moonshine. Where's the bee? I will have that. I've just learnt it, so I've got no stolen goods on me, which is highly amusing. She does go outside. She has one of those, what do we call it? Is it an RFID chip? That pretty much most cats and dogs have over here, which is really handy because if she goes missing and then she's found by someone else, they can just scan the back of her, it's like the back of the neck sort of thing, where it has no problems with it. They'll scan it and go, it's registered to Chris, sort of thing. And also it acts as a like a security thing. So the cat flap that I've got is one of those electronic ones, and it's basically any cat sticks their head in, it will scan or pick up the signal from the chip, and it will open for her, and it will only open for her unless I've set it to be free open, that sort of thing. Downside is sometimes she comes flying through and there's a fraction of a second where, you know, she has to like sort of put it in, it has to scan and then basically deactivate the lock. Sometimes she comes through a bit too fast, and I swear she's just going, you're going to hurt yourself one day. Although it was borderline amusing when one of the other neighbourhood cats tried to come in after her. Things come down, locked, and I just hear a bump. As one of the other cats tried to follow her in, and it's like, oh god, that cat's just concussed itself. So it was just pretty much just sitting there with her. I meant to do that. I won't say anything if you won't. Good day. Again as well. It was one of those things, in a way I'd wish I'd filmed it, but at the same time it's like... But I mean, lucky enough there's like little grasslands and stuff where she can wander around outside.
I owe this profound pleasure.
Oh yes, that orc you insulted wants to face you in a duel, but what does he need to do to make that happen?
Oh, for Stendar's sake, that
Yeah,
business.
it's pretty funky.
I won't apologize for speaking the truth. That orc is an uncivilized, gloveless buffoon. I'd sooner duel a frog or a tea kettle. But if he insists on facing me, he'll need to learn our dueling customs.
There is one downside to this cat flap though, because I can't really plug it into the mains because it's right by the door and everything. It runs off batteries, and if those batteries run out, by default, as a security measure, it automatically locks the cat flap, like it can't go in or out. Which I didn't discover until about 3 months after a certain cat decided she was going to go slam into the cat flap. To be fair though, she was quite new for it as well, so I then figured out there's a option that I can turn it on so she can go out. The problem is then if the batteries go, she can't get back in. Now I could set it so it could swing in and out, but then it allows other cats to come in, so it's like, ugh. But I have to just sort of keep an eye on it every now and then, which is why when I hear her go slam into the cat flap, I go, did she just have to smack it to get it open? Is the batteries going in?
I suggest he read our guide to Altmeri culture. He can read, can't he? There's a copy
Dude,
just there on the table. If he meets the preconditions and notifies my second, Fandalol, I promise to duel that filthy Glenant at the determined place and time.
Seriously, what is it about the High Elves that are just so ooh, okay, not as such, but I realised as well, when I actually got around to actually reading the instructions again, that there's a light will blink on it when the battery's getting low, which to me seems counterproductive because it means it's using the battery up faster. But basically, yeah, as long as it's not flashing the little light on top of it, then it's working fine. I wonder how much this is. Now that I'm here, since I've got like close to 300 gold again. I said I wanted to get like all the different properties around the world that I can afford to in the game, obviously. It's only a single room, so it's probably going to be about sort of 3 or 4k. So yeah, this is literally how big the room is. Which does this cost? Okay, it looks like I've... Okay, I should have tweaked the fact that the icon is filled in. I have already purchased this one. Wow, so many in-game properties, and I lost track of them. I'll say just my headset. There we go. Embarrassing. No, she's fine. She's just sulking on the window ledge now, staring at the magpies. Yep. There we go. Down to the first floor. Now, I've always got to be careful with these ones because it's, to me, the first floor is the first floor above the ground floor. But often in these games, especially if they're American, that they go by what we would call here the ground floor. That is the first floor, which and I can kind of see the logic.
Drop everything, thief!
I don't think she's talking to me. It's like Pavlovian response there. So yeah, that's something else to be careful with. Oh yeah, you just go to the first floor. It's like, wait, do you mean the first floor like how the Americans look at it? Or do you mean the first floor as, you know, how we look at it? Because they're two different things. So yeah, this is one of the this is the city you come to when you want to learn jewelry. There is a, I think it's down in this area here. There's a or this area here. It's one of these two. It's one of these ones. That's, yeah, because obviously jewelry was the thing that was introduced in the Summerset expansion.
Back so soon? He blew you off, didn't he? Oh, what I wouldn't give to knock that smug grin off his face.
Actually, he gave Valen this book. It has a chapter on dueling customs.
Let me see. Looks like I need a second. An Altmer dueling foil and Lyrendel's full name to recite before the duel. Want to be my second? It'll be worth your time, trust me. I'm going to lay that elf out like a cheap rug. What do you say?
Sure, Valen will be your second. Be a laugh if nothing else. What do you need him to do?
You can pick up an elven dueling foil in town. As for Lyrendel's name, he wouldn't shut up about it. Started with Rumelon, I think. It should be chiseled somewhere in the runes of Torheimkard. Arrange the duel with Fandalol and we'll be all set.
Please tell Khajiit, what do you do in the meantime?
I'm going to find a good spot near the runes just west of here for our duel. It's the guards, see? Duels are acceptable between high elves, but when an orc's involved, might make them grumpy enough to step in and stop it. We can't let that happen.
Okay, fine. Oh, also as well, I have managed to complete the current storyline for Final Fantasy XIV, and apparently the next patch for it with the next bit of storyline that's coming out is in about a week. I was like, yeah, I cut it fine. And then then there's like raid patches and other stuff, which I'm not too fussed over, but it's nice that they bring them in. And then in November, which I'm actually glad they put it back. It's been put back to November because that gives me enough time to play Mass Effect and Elder Scrolls Oblivion in the meantime. Plus playing a bit of Final Fantasy 14 on the weekends. But I just want to chill after like my D&D games or something.
Greetings, Walker. How good it is to see a fellow newcomer. This one grows tired of serving these gungy high elves. Unclawed dandies make my tail bristle. But my words wander. What can Nadoni do for you?
Once again, I love the Kashiti accent. This one is searching for a high-elf dueling foil.
Dueling sword? Yes, a fine selection. This one has just the thing. A needle-sharp blade wrought from the finest glass. I took it from the lord of this house. Do not judge, it pays me. Nothing fair is fair, yes?
Yes.
It can be yours for the right price.
I have to. I think I am legally obliged to point out what the requested amount of gold is, and I believe there's also the second part of the law that I have to say something along the lines of nice. There we go. 69 gold. Nice.
You drive a hard bargain, Walker. But this one is feeling charitable today. Take this blade with Nadani's compliments and good luck with your duel.
Thank you. Yes. It's pretty much a law, you know. If there's a 69, you have to say nice. Okay, so let's go to the Shimmering Ray Shrine. Okay, what that is, that's the Adenor. Let's get those two mixed up. Shimmering is... Where is Shimmering? Is it? It's going to be it's right by the city, isn't it? Yes. Yeah, because they're the two main cities, Shimmering and Adenor. Adenor is the... where I am now. Shimmering, I think, is the... I want to say the capital. Because it just has that vibe to it. And also, again, looks like a flipping Disney castle. I also, first of all, that's reminded me. Speaking of Disney-like castles. Let's try and remember how to do this now. There you go. Yeah, I'm trying to, if we're not force it, but if it happens when there's like an amusing event happens, I'm gonna try and remember to like make highlights in clips. Like I've already made one for the stream from last Thursday with the dancing elf, because that was just something special. That really was. Can't guarantee I will do it all the time, but I will at least got the buttons now back on the Elgato, so that should help to remind me. At least that's the plan. And then why am I not... There we go. Frog. What do you seem to be? Alright, you seem to be up there. Okay. Just look at this. These mountains. Oh yeah, that world boss I helped defeat because that's been filled in. Even these ruins just look freaking amazing. You can definitely see the amount of work. I mean, okay, if you get the trees from certain angles, you can see what they've done. They've basically just used like flat images. But to be honest, when you're going past at a decent speed, you don't notice that. Ooh, have a delve. Try and think what. No, brain's gone blank. We've got oh yeah, got more of the Expanse tomorrow. Yeah, looking forward to that. And then I think the week after, next Wednesday, not coming Wednesday, but the one after that, we'll do a split thing, because otherwise it's just not going to work. It doesn't have a nice divisible by 3 way of doing the episodes, unfortunately, for the Expanse, so kind of has to be done that way. Where am I going? I'm going this way. Oh, okay. Just trying to look at both things at once is makes me cross-eyed then. I see, I'm following this one. Right, okay. I know where I'm going, I'm just following what it tells me. That's lightning. That's the expense, but yeah, Farscape is just something. It was just special and unique. It really was. I don't think they could have done it now. Honestly, I think if it had come out now, I don't think it would have done as well as it could have done. It came out at the right time for it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I would love to see a remaster of it, but I would not want to see a remake. And also, to be fair, Peacekeeper Wars ended things, I think, in a good way. Yeah, it was definitely although there was some things in it that I personally wouldn't have done, you know, especially with the regarding Dargo, but the rest of it was, I think, made up for it, and I just realised I'm going the wrong thing. I don't need to do that. And that black hole weapon, you know, really showing what the wormholes are capable of. That bit was just, yeah, that was, as Rigel said, a death worthy of a domino. Which that's just like, yeah, you want a freaking wormhole weapon? You want a freaking wormhole weapon? Fine, you sit there, I'm going to give you a freaking wormhole weapon. Oh, and by the way, it's going to destroy the universe. Man, like a universe-sized black hole, that's terrifying. The other thing is, there's actually not pretty please, you're a cherry on top. Now get out of my sight. This is insanity. Finally, after 4 years, he gets it. The thing is, what to me made it a little bit more scary is there's a thing, and this is legit. This is a legitimate thing in astrophysics called vacuum decay. I'm not going to give you all the details because it's one of those ones that'll make you go cross-eyed if I try and explain everything of it, and I'll probably get things wrong. But the gist of it is, there's a subatomic particle called the Higgs boson, I believe. And the way that generally subatomic particles are is they have mostly preset energy levels. And the Higgs boson is here. But they're not 100% sure if that's its lowest level. Particles always want to try and be at the lowest level they can be. And if the Higgs boson, again, I think I may have got the name wrong, so I'm just going to call it that for now, but I probably will get it wrong. If that ever drops to its true lowest level, what's called the vacuum level, it will set off a chain reaction that basically destroys everything at light speed. So even if I did it here, like at this precise point, like right there, it would sit at a speed of light, it would just zoom out. And when I say it destroys everything, I mean literally destroys everything. But, you know, light, gone. Atoms, gone. Subatomic particles, gone. Quarks, gone. Rules of physics, gone. Everything ceases to exist. It becomes null. It doesn't become nothing, it becomes null. And if that happens, there is no way you can stop it. What's even scary is it could be happening right now. Right outside the universe, because it travels at the speed of light. And when I saw that wormhole in Farscape, that's what was going through my head. It's like, oh shit. It basically turned a vacuum decay into a weapon. And that's, you know, theoretically, the way that wormhole looked with the black hole, the singularity, that's kind of what physicists believe it would kind of look like. I mean, not exactly like that, but just this ever expanding wave, exponentially growth as it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So once again, Farscape, whilst you're not 100% okay on the physics, there was a little bit of me that was like, that's kind of based on a legit thing. But I think making it a black hole was the was a better choice, because most people, even if they don't understand black holes, they at least have a vague idea of what one is. If it travels at the speed of light, if it happens beyond our cosmic horizon, will we be fine? Yes and no. Yes, because obviously if it's beyond our cosmic horizon, it'd be fine, but our horizon is always expanding. Also as well, because it's traveling at the speed of light, by the time we see it, it's already here. So even if it was, you know, like right on the edge of our cosmic horizon, if it happened there, the second we knew it would actually get here, you know, we might have an idea if it just happened to cross over into something we were looking at, but even then, we wouldn't know. By the time it gets here, it would be too late. But that is, in a way, slightly comforting, but it's also terrifying. There you go. Go sleep on that one. Have pleasant dreams, everybody. And that was one of those, it's just like, oh. The funny thing is, it was one of those ones I was doing a, not so much a research paper, but it was one of those, oh, how could the universe be destroyed? Or how could the Earth be destroyed kind of things. And the other one is actually terrifying in a kind of, yeah, this is, but good evening, in a kind of, if this happens, the first we know about it will be when it happens, is something called a gamma ray burst. Now that is, the best way to describe a gamma ray burst is a naturally occurring version of the Death Star's super laser. Yeah, that's basically what it is. You know what gamma ray? Yeah, those things are scary. Like, for those who don't know, and I'm highly simplifying this, but when a star dies, there's a chance it could, depending upon various factors, it could become a nova, and quite often it's almost like it's being squeezed, and that energy from the nova comes out like a laser. Again, poor way of describing it. Yes, I know, I'm highly simplifying. And that thing is called a gamma ray burst. Now think about the entire energy output of a star focused into something that is, in astronomical terms, tiny. And if it hit Earth, we'd be vaporized. We'd go full Alderaan. No, we wouldn't even go full Alderaan. There'd be nothing left. Earth would be vaporized. It would be disintegrated. We would just be dust. But good news. One, they are reasonably rare. And two, because they're so small, it could easily just go over Earth's head. But in the small chance this planet ever gets hit by one, and we're talking, you know, less than a billionth of a chance, because the star has to be pointed exactly the right way, we have to be in exactly the right position, and everything else like that. And the chances of it happening are, if you pardon the pun, astronomically small. Yeah, it would be basically like we would have doing the impression of Alderaan being hit by the Death Star.
Fairly met, newcomer. Wait,
That's just terrifying, but also awesome at the same time.
I presume you've come to talk about this business with the orc.
Yes, Rogozog stands ready to fight. He awaits Lyrindale in the ruins west of the city.
The ruins, eh? A good enough place as any to put that witless oaf in his place. You do know that Lyrindale has fought and won some 80 duels, don't you? No matter.
That I can believe, yeah.
Accepts this challenge. We shall meet you near the ruins.
Yeah. Basically, there's in chat said, there's a theory that one of the mass extinctions in Earth history was caused by a brush of a very distant gamma ray burst. Yeah, and even if it didn't directly hit Earth, if it just briefly skimmed the atmosphere, that would be enough to set off a chain reaction. I mean, yeah, it wouldn't, wipe out the atmosphere or anything like that, but let's just say if there was, the problem is it's proving it. That's the problem. It would leave behind no real evidence, but if they ever did manage to find proof and they said this was one of it, so it's like, yeah, as I say, if you ever get the chance, PBS, I think I mentioned it before, one of my favorite YouTube channels is like some like the PBS ones or SciShow and things like that, and they regularly do things. PBS Eons, that's the one. PBS Eons, that's great, and they talk about how gone the wrong way. Like how different mass extinctions could have occurred. So if you like some of that, give that channel a try. They're pretty good. Each episode's only about sort of like 10-15 minutes, sometimes a bit longer. But, it's a nice sort of thing to that I like putting on before I go to bed. It helps to distract my brain, especially with the old ADHD, to basically help turn itself off, because I'm not thinking internally, I'm thinking externally. And it's just like the amount of times I've fallen asleep to those videos, it's been brilliant. Not because they're bad or they're boring, but just because I don't start, I'm thinking of what they're talking about, and it's like, oh, yeah, that's it. It's something about those, like, distracting the brain long enough that I fall asleep. Definitely recommend those sort of channels. There's a whole like group of channels all themed around different things. There's like one that focuses on like ancient history. There's one that focuses on science. There's loads of those ones. Well worth watching. And also, I can sort of then feel like I'm like, it's an educational show, therefore I'm okay to watch it. Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, the space time, I think. Oh, cool, brilliant! Subscribe to them. I think the space time one is good, but obviously I've mentioned in the past a few times I've had some basic education, I suppose you could call it, in astronomy. So I do pick up a few more words. I mean, they don't always dumb things down, which is good. But they don't overly complicate it as well. But yeah, occasionally I've been watching the space time one, and I do find myself going a bit cross-eyed because it's like above my level. But it's like I get the gist of what they're saying. I may not appreciate the details, but it's like, right, okay, so you're talking about the planet. I get it. I don't get it. So like my comprehension for them is like, and I don't mean this to be sort of arrogant, but if you say that the average person would watch it and their comprehension level is out of 10, say 3, well, it might be a 4. Proper astrophysics will be sitting there just going, yeah, this is good stuff, yes. I don't know, I don't always know what they're talking about, but I still enjoy it.
There's my favorite second. Feels like I've been warming these knuckles up for hours. So, what's the story? That scrawny prig accept my challenge?
What's the other one I like watching? The other science-based one is actually pretty decent. I think it's called The Science Asylum. I think like that, with a guy called Nick Lucid. We watch a lot of their videos several times. And yeah, that's the good thing about it. It helps them out as well by people rewatching it. And sometimes I'll just like, I just tend to have it so that I look at my personal recommended pages, and whatever comes up on there, those are the ones I watch. Sometimes it does mean I watch the same videos again, but I try not to do that. But then every so often I think, you know what, I just want to watch something educational. Yeah, but then again, I'm the sort of person that I would quite often be, happily stick on like the Discovery Channel or the History one, not so much now, but like those sort of like National Geographic, and just have those running in the background. Like when the kid, one of the things we used to have in Britain was like the David Attenborough present. What do you call it? You know, like the Walking with Dinosaurs, those sort of things, or the ones where David Attenborough would be. And here we see the penguin diving into the water to get some fish and all that kind of stuff. And after time, I did not understand what was going on. I just loved watching it. Although as I got older, yeah, I sort of did a lot more what he was saying. But these days, I'm just perfectly happy just to stick one of those on.
Just look at this sword. I couldn't kill a squirrel with this thing. And this is a name? Looks like somebody's grocery list. It doesn't matter. I'll improvise.
Walking with Dinosaurs. Yeah. The CGI is dated now, but when it came out, that was just like, holy sh! This stuff's amazing. The only one I couldn't watch, and I didn't when I was younger, and even now it makes me a bit. I can't remember what show it was on, and it wasn't anything about the deep water or stuff like that. You know, with the sharks or that kind of thing. Although I did find them creepy, but you know, in a sort of creepy yet fascinating. It was the one where Sir David goes to the island and it has all the crabs on it. You know, and there's like hundreds, if not thousands of them Zoidberging across the island. And people are like, yeah, you're going to have to drive over them or you're going to have to go around. And I'm legitimately terrified of crabs IRL. It's a phobia I've had ever since I was a kid, and I got bitten by one. Now I know intellectually that most crabs don't care, but anytime when we come up, it's like, oh, nope, and I can still remember like my parents and stuff going, yeah, Chris, you might know what they knew what the episode was coming up from like the trailers and stuff. They're like, Chris, you might not watch this. No, this is cool. This is all about it. I'm going to my room for 5 minutes, or worse to that effect. It was, how can I put it? Not traumatic, but it was definitely unpleasant.
I formally present Lyrindel, cherished son of the Nevulero, to accept the orc Rogazog's challenge.
Alright. Okay, so this is going to be complicated. So it's 2-1-2, okay?
So, ready to watch Lyrindel skewer your friend? Skewer may be too harsh a word. We're only fighting to first blood, of course. But then again, accidents do happen.
Yes, I know. Enough threats. This one hereby formally issues Roguzog's challenge.
And to whom do you issue this challenge? I'm afraid you'll have to be more specific.
Okay, option 2.
Go on.
Option... Bloody hell, this is one person's name?
Go on. There we are. Was that really so hard?
Yes.
Lyrindel accepts Rogazog's challenge and stands ready to fight.
Is that text there?
Trust your thick-headed friend is duly prepared.
That's the dude's... All those options, that's the dude's name. Yeah. That's just ridiculous. And then before we find out that's actually for an I, or that's, you know, considered to be a short name. That's damn. I'm actually, that's ridiculous but impressive. Alright, let's get this fight started. Oh, yeah, I've got to go over here, haven't I? Yeah. Alright.
Let's get this over with, shall we?
Now, who do you think's going to win?
Let's do that. Come here, fancy pants.
I'm putting money on the orc. Okay, that was over quick. Okay. That went quick. Yeah, but well done, sir. Well done.
Ha! By Malakat, that felt good. You know, I never punched a high elf before. Felt like punching a pillowcase full of pudding. Almost feel bad for the little runt. Almost.
That was pretty quick.
Yeah, normally I'd put on a show, but this was personal. Honestly, I took it easy on him. If I'd really poured it on, he'd be breathing through his ear hole. Anyway, thanks for all the help. You ever need somebody knocked out, you let me know, eh?
Okay, okay, stats wise, that's not that great, but the name, Polished Elf Poker, that's brilliant. That is brilliant. I think you need a medic for him, dude's. Yeah.
How undignified! Clubbing a mer over the head with his fist! This orc is a savage! Please don't tell him I said that. No, I'm not gonna be an a-hole. No, it's just, I think he's accepted the fact that he's like, you know what? Yeah, yeah. Don't tell him I said that. He will break every bone in my body, in alphabetical order. Oh, that was gonna go one of two ways. Either the elf was just gonna humiliate the orc, or the orc fellow was just. But I didn't think it was going to be that quick. I thought there was going to be a little bit of, a bit of a rumble tumble. But no, one punch. Oh, yes, yes, I've done that one. Yes. So yeah, as I suspected, yeah, this is the general. Yeah, this is the area where you come to for crafting. No, sorry, this is guild traders, not crafters. So it is in this somewhere around here. Just don't know exactly where. Well, that's the bank. Of course, you can tell that because of the. See? Tells me there's a hover over it. Alright. So, this is how to get the unlocks of dailies.
Ah, another ephem. Ever since the Queen's decree, I can't take 3 steps without bumping into someone who lacks even a drop of Ultima blood. No offense intended, of course. Shall I presume you're here about the contract work?
Yes, this one is interested in contract work.
It's a sad day indeed when the divine prosecution requires outside help. But these are tumultuous times. With the army engaged on foreign shores and so many visitors on our island, our resources are stretched thin. Hence the contracts.
This is the person who's voicing this. I feel I should know who this person is. She's got a very familiar voice. I've definitely heard it somewhere before, but I have no idea who the voice belongs to. What do these contracts require?
Each assignment varies in scope, but all assume a certain level of danger. Some can be completed alone, but others will need allies to complete.
Yes.
You'll be asked to dispatch dangerous creatures, investigate suspicious activity. Those sorts of tasks.
And how often can you complete contracts? I think I know. Once a day. Oh, excuse me, I do apologise.
In accordance with our current regulations, each deputized citizen may accept a single contract from each justiciar every day. You are encouraged, of course, to check back regularly for new assignments. Does this kind of work appeal to you?
Well, this one will take on a divine prosecution contract.
Very well. I hereby authorize you to execute duties on behalf of the divine prosecution. Seek Justiciars, Farewell and Tenorian for your first assignments. They handle the administration of all contracts.
Yeah, and that's the Summerset dailies unlocked.
Go speak to Farewell and Tenorian. They can set you up with contracts and get you right to work.
Excellent. I can see these little ones with the blue arrows above the head. Those are the dailies, or green on the minimap. They stand out so you can say, oh yeah, those are the ones I can do. As it says, you can literally do once per day. And let's have a quick look. Actually, I'm not gonna. What's the job?
We've got another invasive species making. Yes, indeed. The sea elves.
Okay. I'm doing it too much. I just want to see if they would give me a clue as to what it was. There's something like go to a particular area. Others are what's the words? Go to a certain group dungeon. Things like that. It's
destroyed by shadows. Could it be true?
Hello. What's a very pretty area? what this reminds me of? If you've ever played World of Warcraft, was it Stormwind? The main alliance capital? Like the way they got the river, like the river running through it like this with the bridges going over it and stuff like that, and the castles and stuff in the background.
You have the look of a traveler. Tell me,
Really?
have you heard news of Cloudrest, the city within the mountains of Eton Near? My mother is there, and I feel she may be in danger.
I just had the flashback then to Skyrim. Do you go to the Cloud District often? Why do you believe that?
Bad dreams. A great darkness devouring Cloudrest as it filled the streets.
Cloudrest is a group
Mother's
dungeon.
last letter spoke of the Welkanars capturing the sea-slowed Zamaj just a few days ago. If there's anything powerful enough to destroy a city.
Okay, so you believe this Slode may have attacked Cloudrest?
Yes, I'm afraid I do. Could you travel to Cloudrest and seek out my mother, Bellerin? I must warn you, though. Should my dreams be true, such a journey may come at great risk. You'll want to gather many allies by your side before heading off. I know a few merchants headed to the city. I'm sure they'd be amenable if you asked for a ride in their car.
Oh, yeah, I can see that by the icon that's coming up. That is definitely a group dungeon.
As you can before heading out. If Zamaja has attacked Cloudrest, you'll need the aid.
Okay. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'll be doing that one on stream. But, oh, we'll see, won't we? I'm going the wrong bloody way there. There appears to be a person in the river there. Alright, go back a bit. I could mount up, but the speed my mount goes at now, feels like it'd be too fast, and I'd be going smack into the walls or into the river. Also, it gives me a chance to sort of explore things as well. Oh, hello. Oh, townhouse. Okay, let's see how much this is. Probably going to be a bit more than I've got. But I'll have to like pop into the buildings, at least give them a quick once over. It's townhouse as well, so this is probably not going to be cheap. Look at the size of it as well. It's like got a lower area. Yeah, this isn't going to be cheap, this place. So we've got that there. Yep, nice little entryway there. Nice little bit up there. Let's see if there's a... Okay. Ooh. Oh, is that a ledge? Oh, there's a terrace as well. Okay. Oh, there's a third floor as well. Oh, this is good. Oh, this is nice. Right. For a giggle, how much do you reckon this place is going to be? I have no idea myself, but I suspect that because it's got 3 floors and the terrace, I suspect that this isn't going to be cheap. Oh, this is not going to be cheap. This is massive. This is going to be in the... This has got to be at least $1 million. Here we go. Yep, 1,025,000 gold. I have smidgen under 300,000. Looks like I won't be getting this one anytime soon. This is very nice though. It's narrow, I've noticed, which makes sense for a city, but it's high, and it has a private terrace as well. That's, yeah, that one is like worth $1 million gold. I mean, if I sold every single crafted ingredient and item that I could sell, I might be able to afford it. But that will take time. That will take a long time. And I'd have to resist the temptation not to spend it on anything else. So that's why I want to get all the cheaper ones first and just like, you know, get the cheap ones and then build up to it and build up to it and then build up to it. Oh, it's... Wow. It's right by the Mages Guild as well. Oh, that's really handy. Like literally from there, Mages Guild. Yeah. Very handy. Alright, so what does that need to go for? Oops. No, I'm not going to steal from the Mages Guild. Wait, where is it? Have I already done that quest? Looks like I have. And it looks like the Mages Guild has a similar sort of... Not exactly the same. Good day. No, I just want to see what was in there. I literally just want to see what was in there. I've got no stolen goods on me. They've got no proof. I said I won't steal from the Mages Guild because, yeah. Now I am technically part of the Mages Guild, so. So it feels wrong to steal from them. Oh, I could hear you through the wall. That's quite impressive. Fountain. Oh, somebody working on that. Whoa. You know what I said about this place having a Disney vibe to it? Okay, so I'll do it again. So we can get this. There we go. God, that is... Look at that. That's just... Yeah, I mean, I know that the manor I've got is based on the same site because it came from the same area, technically speaking. But yeah, you can't deny this is very... It's a beautiful location. Not very pointy as well. Very pointy. Like, pointy bits, and there's a term for those. I can't think what they're called. Minarets?
As I have said, the proxy queen is unable to hold an audience with petitioners at this time. There are other affairs that require her attention.
Alright. This guy's been in this
How
chat.
can Rigert negotiate peace? Most excellent to be seeing you again, my bestest friend. It is
Well done.
Rigert. The Ebonheart Pact sent me to extend a branch of peace to snooty, rude, and very tall High Elf peoples.
Oh, that's why she's been grumbly.
My mission has ended before
I know.
it began.
Look, you chose to go out in the rain. Okay, you can't... We've got a bit of rain here at the moment, so of course, Madam gets grumpy because she's like, I don't like you. I don't like you. What mission are you talking about anyway?
The glorious pact sent Rigert to bargain with Queen Irene, to use my considerable charms to woo High Elves to talk of peace and an end to the Three Banners War. I even brought gifts to bestow upon the pretty queen. But Rigert has failed. Again.
How did you feel?
These tall, skinny elves, they have so many rules. Did you know Queen Irene isn't even on Summerset? And to get an audience with her proxy queen requires some sort of proper introduction. Vindilween won't let me set foot in the palace without one.
Yeah, they do like their sort of formalities and protocols and stuff like that, don't they? Oh, Valen will help you figure this out because he hasn't got a clue.
You would help Rigert?
Yeah.
That makes my heart dance like young ones at a Mara's Day ball. Speak to Courtier Vindilween and find out how we get one of these proper High Elf introductions. Remember, I brought gifts. That's sure to open a few doors.
I'm going to have to find out now knowing this guy, what gifts have you brought?
Oh, such treasures I brought. Gifts that any Nord would kill for, and many have. I brought wonderments from the vaults of Windhelm, a depressing stuffed goat, Dibella's bosom knight favor, and essence of mammoth.
Oh dear. This could go very wrong. Tell me about the stuffed goat.
An excellent treasure. This was King Yoren's prized pet Badir, known for her bravery. She once faced down a horde of rampaging orcs. The Skald King stuffed and mounted her for display, but found it too depressing to keep on the mantle.
So it's literally a stuffed goat. Alright. What about Dibella's bosom knight favor?
Something every virile man and woman can appreciate. This bust of Dibella, god of beauty and erotic instruction, holds a place of honor in many Nord bedchambers.
It's a fertility idol.
Makes nightly activities more invigorating. Iron will love it.
But she's not a Nord. She's either going to absolutely love them or be repulsed by them. I think I know what Essence of Mammoth might be.
Oh, this one is popular with maidens and matrons who can afford it. The alchemists of Windhelm crafted this expensive fragrance for use on special occasions. Who wouldn't want to smell like wet mammoth on a warm spring day? Eh?
Yep, exactly what I thought it was. That's quite worrying. That's a cool door, though. That really, that's to say, the architecture and the designs, like their armor and stuff like that, is pretty impressive. I've also seen a very brief snapshot of what the armor is going to be like for the Blackmoor stuff when it comes out. Oh, it looks cool. It looks almost, anybody who's been putting it on, it makes them look almost like a Daedra. You know, the sort of, like the Ebon Knight with spiky armor and stuff like that. I think, yep, that's going to be pretty dope. Okay, I see what they've done. I see exactly what they've done. This is almost exactly what the manor looks like. Yeah. Yes, there's the galley. Yep, there's the ledge. Of course, yep, that would be where the obviously it's locked off. I mean, obviously I know what they've done from a Game Boy point of view. They've reused the same model, but yeah, that's what they've done. Back a minute. And of course, down here, yep. I'm not gonna. Oh, hello. There's no mark, so I'll take that. I'll say him. Yep. This would be where the treasure vault would be. Yeah. Oh, this is good. This pleases me.
Did I see you with that Nord?
Unfortunately, yes.
You really need to reconsider the company you keep.
What does Ulrika need to do to secure an audience with the Proxy Queen?
An audience with the Proxy Queen for a Nord? Well, an introduction requires certain documents. A recommendation from the appropriate Sapiarch, for example, as well as an audit from the Divine Prosecution. And perhaps a small favor for me.
Always something. So if we scratch your back, you will scratch ours?
A crude yet accurate analogy. Get Sapiarch Tandeman to provide a recommendation.
Sorry?
And Justiciar Rolamdel to give Rigot a legal writ validating his credentials. Then, as a favor to me, acquire a pair of tickets to Thespian Enigma's next performance.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just distracted by this place because this is giving me decorating ideas. Yeah, it's the model. And of course, these are for like various quests and stuff. But yeah. Oh, hello. So I'm going. Maybe I can go in here. Okay, maybe not. Actually, maybe not. Alright, so I'll go to the Eleanor Way Shrine, which is... where is it? No, it's there. Speak to one of the Sapiarchs. Ow, sorry, my... It's getting damp. My arthritis is playing up a little bit. It's making my knuckles ache. Which is not what I expected in the middle of May. Adventuring takes its toll, so don't forget to check your gear once in a while. Yeah, you don't want to be going out in the middle of a battle against the world boss and then your items just suddenly break. Nobody wants that. Right, where's the Sapiarch? Hello. Oh, there she is. Hello. Oh, he is.
I hope you aren't here about anything important. My schedule is completely full. I couldn't possibly squeeze you in before the mid-year mud crab festival.
Even though you're sitting there having a drink, right? Because you'd need you to write a recommendation for Rigger, the Nord Ambassador.
A recommendation? I'll have you know that I don't just throw those together in a slapdash fashion. A recommendation must be researched and carefully considered. I can't be too cautious when it comes to endorsing new arrivals.
Oh, of course, but Courtier Vindween sent us. She suggested you might require a favour.
Vindilween? Why didn't you say so? If you can acquire items of cultural significance from the newcomers, say something from a Khajiit, a Breton, and an Argonian, I might be persuaded to write a recommendation for Ambassador Riggott.
Yeah. The fact that the way he was talking about that, I agree with that statement. He probably has a very particular Khajiit in Britain and Argonian in mind, because obviously there's a Khajiit standing right in front of him.
As a matter of fact, I do. The Khajiit's name is Urjara. Exotic, don't you think? Henri Ondare is the Breton, and the Argonian calls herself Grayscale. Bring me something that belongs to them and reflects their cultures, and then we can talk.
Okay. So this is basically a fetch quest right now, right? That's... Okay, that's interesting. Right. So I need to speak to Henri.
Not now, friend. I haven't been able to secure work in this city, and I fear instead of opportunity, this land of high elves holds nothing but disappointment for newcomers such as me.
Well, Velen is looking for cultural items related to Summerset's newly arrived immigrants.
Are you now? Well, I'm trying to find a job. Looks like we're both going to be disappointed. On the other hand, I do have this turtle clasp, crafted in the Breton style. I might be persuaded to give it to you. For the right price.
Again. Nice.
It will indeed. Now, where did I put that? Oh, here it is. Take it and use it in good health, my friend. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
And reviews. Okay, so this is me to Grayscale. So I have two options. I can either intimidate or... Yeah, there's too many guards wandering around. I'm going to intimidate them.
I'm not sure what I expected when I decided to journey to Summerset, but it sure wasn't this. No rest for the weary and always more work to do. Forgive my lack of manners. Is there something you need?
Velen is looking for cultural items related to Summerset's newly arrived immigrants.
Really? Well, I didn't bring much with me, just my recipes. In fact, I just made a bowl of Ojisaka for Races the Moons. He hasn't tasted it since he left Murkmire. Mentioned he had a craving.
I don't feel...
I was about to take it to him in that sack.
I don't feel happy with either option, to be honest, but...
Threats now? This place gets worse as the days go by. Very well, take it. I just hope I prepared it correctly. I'd hate to hear you died eating my OG sucker.
I was fully prepared to pay her. They should at least give me that as an option. I would say I was fully prepared. Okay, now this one's persuasion. Yep, I'll do that one.
Does this one regret leaving elsewhere and making the journey to Summerset? No, for Joan and Jode watch over me and bless me with health and good fortune. How can Ordura help you, friend?
Velen is looking for cultural items related to Somerset's newly arrived immigrants, such as yourself.
This one brought a few heirlooms with her, whatever could be stuffed in my carry sack. Ordura has a Khajiit navigation stone, for example. Lets me find my way even in this strange land. I couldn't part with it, though. It has sentimental value.
Well, Sapiarch Tanderman would be extremely grateful if you let him have your navigation stone.
The Sapiarch? Why didn't you say it was for the Sapiarch? Of course, Ordura will let you have this beautiful Khajiit item of cultural significance, as long as it's for the Sapiarch. Please let him know that this one was happy to comply.
I see. Okay. I get the feeling that they've all had obviously encountered him before. So I got distracted there. Him before. And maybe he just wants those items to prove his worth to the other Sapiarchs, that he can get them and the others can't. Oh, there he is.
Courtier Vindilwyn was kind enough to tell me who she sent you to perform favors for. I've been sitting here drinking and having a most pleasant conversation with Sapiarch Tandeman. Were you able to acquire the items of cultural significance he requested?
I get the feeling when I speak to him, he's not going to find that conversation very pleasant. But yeah, I'm just a messenger right now. Yes, but then acquired the items from the Khajiit Bulletin and Argonian.
You did? That is most excellent, my good friend. But Rigert has an even better idea. We should also give the Sapiarch one of my gifts. Nothing says culture like a Nord keepsake. But which one do you think he would like best?
Okay, now looking at the things, it doesn't matter which one I choose. So, what should we give to the Sapiarch? The depressing stuffed goat? The Bella's Bosom Night Favor, which is basically for or the Essence of Mammoth, which basically anybody who uses it will smell like a damp mammoth. I'm trying to think what would be the most amusing. See, stuffed goat is just stuffed goat. You know, it's taxidermy creatures, that's not amusing. But the statue of virility, or the essence of mammoth. I'm thinking the essence of mammoth because that just feels like it's got the most amusement. You know, you might think, I'm thinking, yes, this would be some, Nord aftershave, eau de toilette, sort of put it on, and I smell like a wet mammoth. Lovely. Maybe he's into that. I ain't judging. Alright, let's go to the mammoth.
I think the Sapiarch would like an item with more permanence.
Mm.
Unless he has a sweet onion. Sweet onions love perfume. Oh, and by sweet onion, I mean a lover. No, the Sapiarch doesn't strike me as someone who would appreciate perfume. Try again.
Okay. So in that case, let's go with the virility statue.
Interesting. The Night Favor depicts a beloved Nord god. It is solid and will last forever. And it might help the Sapiarch if he ever finds a sweet onion. And by sweet onion, Rigart means a lover. A perfect choice.
Alright, we'll give him the virility statue.
Friend Sapiarch, here are the cultural items you asked for, along with a gift from Rigart. A Nord Night Favor.
Wow.
Everything I wanted, plus an arousing example of Nord erotica. Thank you. Here is the official letter of recommendation you requested.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Still not as. Yeah, it's going to take a lot to beat that dancing half-naked elf. That's going to take a while to clear from the old brain pan. Okay, I need to go to Rutherfield Heights. Okay. Is that it? Where's Rutherfield Heights? Crystal Tower. No. Oops. Oh, there you go. You're basically giving him Nord smut. Wow.
Are you trying to lull the griffins into a false sense of security with all the breaks you've been taking?
So, who's talking? Oh, it's them over there. Yep. Oh, is there a... You know, let's take a little shortcut for a moment, just so I can see if I can get to there. The old sky shard. Yeah, there it is. Good. It is outside. I've still got a few more sky shards to pick up in this place. Quite a few, actually. But that's, again, stuff for me to do when it's off stream. Okay. And this one, and you're sending me. Oh, I think I can see what it's sending me. Up to there, and I think it's probably going to send me over that way. Yep. Thought so. Talk to. Oh, there you go.
Milk drinker. Milk drinker. Is that really a Nord insult? How benign. And what do you want? Can't you see I'm trying to rehearse? I always have trouble with the accents of the lesser races.
Very rude. And this one is 2 tickets to your next performance.
You need tickets, do you? Well, so does the Sapiarch of Shimmerine, the Navy's High Battle Reeve, and the Proxy Queen of Alinor. Do you know what I need?
What a milk drinker.
Figure out how to play Hildegrom, the Maiden of Skyrim, before the curtain rises.
I'm thinking a very stronger word I would use. Still, cool mask, can't deny that. Ambassador Riggert comes from Skyrim. He might be able to help you with that.
Ambassador Riggert? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. Well,
You'd remember if you had.
Find Hildegrom's voice and mannerisms. I'll happily give you 2 tickets to my next performance.
Marvellous. Oh, but he just teleports him right behind me. That was impressive.
Courtier Vendilwyn told me who she sent you to talk to. And Riggert always wanted to meet a famous high elf thespian. Lady Enigma. Greetings and salutations from the Nord Cultural Exchange.
It's salutations, not san. You know what? No, I'm just going to let him be himself. Yeah, that's. He's a little confused, but he's got the spirit. Enigma needs help preparing for her role as the Nord battle maiden. I can't say it, that one.
Hildegrom.
There we go.
She's my favorite hero. I'm sure that one of my Nord gifts will inspire Enigma and help her find the voice of the Battle Maiden. But which one do you think will make her feel like a proper Nord?
Ooh. I'm going to go with the essence of Mammoth. Because if you're going to be a proper Nord, you might as well smell like one.
Essence of Mammoth, of course! Not only will it make Enigma smell like a proper Nord battle maiden, it will also make her irresistible to bull mammoths, snow bears, and half-drunk Nords.
Oh no.
It's the perfect choice!
You know what? Fine. Fine. Considering how she was calling the Nords earlier lesser races, you know what? Yeah, she'll love it.
Rigert has just the thing to make Enigma feel like a Nord. Essence of Mammoth.
What a powerful odor! It reminds me of mammoths charging across fields of ice and snow.
You smell like a proper Nord battle maiden now.
The stench! It makes me woozy, but also fills me with Nord bravado. How inspiring! Milk drinker! That's it! That's the voice! You've earned these tickets, Ambassador Rigert.
All right. Okay, that worked. I'm quite pleased. Okay, so let's just travel to Artea, right? Okay. There's a one ray shrine here, which is very handy. So we've basically given one elf Nord smut, another Ode Mammoth, and I'm presuming the third one is going to be a stuffed coat. Yeah. Elder Scrolls. Right, I'll speed this person get my stuff repaired. Let's see. Oh, of course, yes. Oh, I can't use these just yet because I don't have the skills. But Bob does, so this one character can make them, which is handy. Wow, that was just. You know, I've got to say, hats off to the people who come up with the quests for these things. You know, it can't be easy coming up with new, unique quests all the time for various games like MMOs. Okay, so it's guild quest. You've already done that one. What are you sending me? Okay, you're sending me to here. Oh, you're sending me to there, right? I see now. Okay. Okay. Yeah, oh, yeah, because it's now. This would be the point where I think the Sajik quests would be. Sajik order quests would be kicking in, so they might be a lot of backwards and forwards until I get things synced back up. Okay. Oh, there we go. This is the right master.
Friend of Valserin, I've been informed that you encountered a sea sload in a sinkhole beneath Relenthiel.
Yes.
That bodes ill for Summerset, perhaps all of Nirn. I fear there are difficult days ahead.
Yeah, that thing was like a cross between something of a great unclean one from Nurgle and got jiggy with a beast of Slanesh, and it's just like, I'll explain what those are one day. Not today. But definitely the sea sled called itself Katoa. Katoa is from Critical Role. Got to get that in my head.
I'm familiar with that particular sea sload and its renegades.
Oh, lovely.
They call themselves the Abyssal Cabal. I thought I defeated them long ago, but it appears I was in error. What about the pearls? Valserin mentioned you encountered more in the sinkhole.
Well, Katora used the Abyssal Pearls to summon Yagra to attack Relenthiel.
Val described those seaborne monstrosities. I have a vague recollection of Katora utilizing such creatures in the past, but for some reason, the memories refuse to snap into focus. I suppose that's another mystery I'll need to look into.
Maybe somebody's tinkering your memories. But why would the Daedric princes require the aid of the sea sloats?
The Daedric princes require minions to carry out their will, and the Slode have always had an interest in the green and pleasant island. It isn't hard to see why they might work together. For now, you have my thanks for assisting Valserin. I asked the Conclave of the 11 Forces to ponder how we can learn more from the Abyssal Pearl. With the additional information you provided, I expect that Iridel or Amalira will be able to develop a new avenue of investigation now.
You and Don Valen, what more do you hope to learn from the Abyssal Pearl?
The augury ritual revealed the connection to the Court of Bedlam and pointed to trouble in Relanthiel. Now we need to determine where Keturah and the Sea Sloats are hiding. The Abyssal Pearl should be able to point us in the right direction.
I get the feeling it's going to be some cave somewhere where there's access to lots of water. Just has that sort of toad-like appearance. But how can Valen help?
Meet me in the main gallery. We can consult with the rest of the Conclave and use the scrying pool to continue our probe of the Pearl. As much as this situation concerns me, I must admit, I somewhat enjoy being in the middle of the action again.
Oh, we'll meet you in the main gallery.
Right, Master. The Abyssal Pearl. It's gone.
Oh, bugger.
Gone? How? I set the protections personally.
Yeah, that doesn't... I've just noticed his bed's floating. Look, there's no... Look, his bed. It's cool.
How could the Abyssal Pearl disappear like that? It makes no sense.
When was the last time anyone saw the Abyssal Pearl?
A few hours ago. We left it in the scrying pool in the main gallery while the members of the Conclave of the 11 Forces went to deal with other matters of importance. When I returned, I immediately noticed that the pearl was missing.
Didn't the Right Master place protections on the pearl?
Yes, that's standard procedure when dealing with an unknown relic. But that just makes the pearl's disappearance more troubling. Something about this feels wrong.
We'll get to the bottom of this. Right. Back to the gallery. Yeah, that's where the pearl should have been.
See what the scrying pool reveals. There's something happening on the beach.
It's the Yagra. They're invading Artaeum.
Wait, what?
The pearl. Somehow it was used to summon the Yagra. We need to defend the beach.
Oh.
Wait. Is that a sword?
That would be mine. I'm on my way to help. Eventually.
The Golden Knight and his sword can wait. The Yagra are our primary concern.
Yeah, definitely.
The scrying pool revealed that Yagra have invaded our island. They must have somehow used the Abyssal Pearl to open a pathway. We need to get down to the beach and repel the invaders.
Why the Yagra invading the island?
The Sea Sloat have always been envious of Artaeum and its secrets. From the beach, they can reach the ruins of the College of Sigix, where we store relics and other items of arcane significance. If the Sea Sloat acquire any of those artifacts...
With the Yagra attacking by the beach, how did the pearl get down there?
That's a mystery we can solve after we deal with the immediate problem. We need to get down to the beach, destroy the pearl, and close the Yagra's portal. Will you aid me in these endeavors?
Oh, sure. I will help. Velen will help you destroy the pearl.
Follow the right, Master. I'll portal myself and meet you there.
Okay.
My word.
Misty Hollows filled with gregarious sneak. Right, mount up. Where are you sending me? Oh, that beach. Okay, for some reason I thought it was the other one. So I'm so glad I got a map. Okay. Sometimes there's the chest type right there. Okay. Okay, I'm probably going to need some of my chums.
Let me accompany you.
You need to rally the others. Your friend and I should be able to handle this.
Alright, here we go. College of the Sijic Ruins.
We can reach the beach through this section of the old college.
Ooh. I'll follow him because I don't know where I'm going otherwise. Yeah. See, it was the problem like when you have like an NPC and they don't run at the same speed as you.
Hurry, this way.
Well, why didn't we just teleport? Okay.
Before we charge into certain danger, you need to know something isn't right. I remember defeating Keturah, but somehow the creature and its cabal have returned. And the pearl, I have a vague memory of moving it myself. I am unsettled.
Oh, is somebody trying to take control of you? But why would you move the pearl and not tell anyone?
That's just it. The vague memory. It feels as though it belongs to someone else. Forgive me. We can worry about that later. Now, we need to find the Abyssal Pearl and cut off its connection to Artaeum. Only then can we stop the flow of Yagra.
Okay, don't worry. This one can destroy the pearl.
Very good. After the pearl is destroyed, we need to search the vaults and make sure none of the creatures breached the defenses. I tried to examine the area through the scrying pool, but something blocked my efforts. Are you ready to proceed?
This one is ready. After I've got some wood skin. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, this step's good. Oh, I'm like with ledges. If I do these little shitbags.
There's the pearl. Destroy it and close that portal.
I don't think that's going to be a problem. Damn, those things can jump. I'll take that. Let's do these little shits first.
Now let's go check on the vaults.
Okay. Help this person. Nice. There appears to be a chest. I just helped a jester beat a giant crab. Okay. Go on. Where you go? Okay. Whoa. What the flip was that? That was a cool spell. Oh, hello.
This way. Hurry.
Yeah, I know. I'm just searching the barrel, okay? So I get off my lap. Ow. There we go. Ah, circulation was... My leg was going tingly. There we go. So stay there. Or you can jump off my lap. Still trying to get used to sort of going across both my legs, not just one at a time. Not quite managed to get used to that, but I'll get there. Over the millennia, the Sijic Order has stored a great many Again.
These ancient vaults house relics of great power and unusual nature. I sense... Yes, Keturah is here. Be on your guard, friend of Valserin.
You think Keturah is here?
The Sea Sloat, or one of its agents. I have a strange feeling, so be on your guard.
There is a particular relic that the Sea Sloat seeks?
I can think of a number of likely candidates, including a few relics we believe originated in the ancient Sea Sloat kingdom of Ulverkus. Let's get to the central rotunda and begin our search there.
After you. Rotunda, that's a great word. Oh, look.
I steal this place, mortal flea!
Oh, Mafala. Oh. We're now starting to get into that point, are we?
Barrier of webs. Burn it away so we can enter the rotunda.
I'll go close to it, okay. Ooh.
Another Daedric intrusion?
My apologies. Daedric interference and Artaeum's own defenses delayed my arrival. Mafala's webs? Oh, I hate those things! Allow me.
After you. Nice.
Damn it! He found me again. I'll return when I can.
A champion of Meridia? At least he was helpful.
Ooh. Yeah. Is he? I think he was, yeah. Well, he did say he was a champion of Meridia, and I'm pretty sure Meridia is connected to Dawnbreaker.
Keturah? I killed you.
That is one ugly SOB.
You remember exactly what I want you to remember. And thanks to the orbs of Brock and Drell, your deepest memories will be mine.
Okay, so they're doing memory stuff.
This does not concern the likes of you.
Oh no, it does. Because
Out here, quickly. We need to hurry if we're going to help the Right Master.
oh, you little sh. Where's she got? Oh, there she is.
It's a good thing I followed you after I alerted the rest of the Conclave. I think I can
I like her.
counteract Keturah's mind magic.
I also like the armor she's wearing.
Need your help.
Sorry, this someone's having their drink. What is happening to the Ride Master?
Keturah is using the power of the orbs of Barakandrel to enhance his mind magic and lock the Right Master in a mental grip.
Oh, lovely.
From what I can discern, the Sea Slode is flipping through his memories, as you or I would turn the pages of a book.
That can't be pleasant. Oh, what are the orbs of Bracondrel? Just out of curiosity.
An ancient implement. 3 matched orbs that our Relic Master believes originated in the Sea of Pearls. We long suspected they were connected to the Sea Slode. Keturah thinks the power of the relic will keep us from interfering. But I have an idea.
Please answer Khajiit. What do you think you need him to do?
Take this ward key. It will disable the protections on the repositories, so you can locate the Ulvor staff and bring it to me. I can use the staff to breach the barrier and aid the Right Master. Just watch out for any lingering Yagra.
Okay, no problem. Right, so I'm going to the rest. Whilst I'm here. Just checking to see if there's anything, you know. And it's not marked as stealing, so it's okay. They want me to take it. That's a cool statue. Very cool statue. Oh. A Yagra. Let's get rid of this little git. Huh. There's more around here. Again. Not expecting too much from in here, loot-wise. I suspect. Okay, so this whole place is going to be flooded with Yagra. Unintended. Get, ooh, clockwork oscillator. Cure, sneak around. I think I know what I'm going to do. Go. There we go. What, why would I? Ooh. Nice. No, walk away from the shinies. Walk away from the shiny things. My inner Khajiit is going, oh yes, must have some of that. Damn it, none of this is lootable. Damn it. Although I suspect even if it was my... Hello, madam. Come on now. What? I know. That's why I hadn't moved. Okay, I see. Mind you, there we go. Yeah. See, now you can go and sleep on my lap. Okay? I know, I love you too. There you are, stinky cat. So just get yourself comfortable, please. Okay. Oh, that tickled. A whiskers brushed against my arm and it just tickled. Wow. Will you make your mind up, please? You're just going to stand there. Okay, fine. Right, where am I going? You get. I can't see half the screen. No, fine. You know what? Fine.
Cease your struggles. Your memories belong to Katora now.
You're sitting on the mouse. You are literally sitting on the mouse. Thank you. Cats. Adorable a-holes.
Your mind is my mind, Aetius. Reveal your memories to me.
Sounds like he's doing a mind meld on the dude. My mind to your mind. My thoughts to your thoughts. And all that. Okay. Oh, it is, yeah. Sneak past thing. Yeah, that's not going to happen. So it's a gaming option to sneak past, which is nice. Ooh. Oh, where are you sending me? Oh, you're sending me there. Okay. What? What's the matter? Someone is really sulking that I'm not sitting in the way that she likes. Like, well, you can sit on my lap, just not on one leg. Fine. Okay, look. Don't look at me like that. No. Come on. Over here. Oh. I will pick you up if I have to. But I thought, okay. What's the thing about never work with children or animals? Okay. There we go. She's no longer sitting on that. I can actually play again.
You can't resist forever. The heart of transparent law will be mine.
Okay, that's a cool name for an artifact. Sounds very ominous. That. Oh, must resist the shinies, must resist the shinies. Okay, back to the central rotunda. There she is.
We're running out of time. Whatever the sea sloat searches for in the Right Master's mind, I believe it is close to finding it. Have you brought me the Ulvor staff?
Yes, Khajiit has found the Ulvor staff.
Excellent. And it appears to be in perfect condition. With the staff, I'm certain I can pierce the barrier and open a path to the mindscape where the Right Master struggles against Katora.
Wait. So we're going to enter the Right Master's mind?
Not we. You.
Ah, I should have guessed that.
I need to remain here to anchor you to the physical world.
Makes sense.
And you're going into Katora's mind.
Ooh.
We'll use the connection between them to put you where you can actually hurt the sea slode.
Ah. So yeah, okay. So we're going to. Right, yeah, okay. I see. So how can this one hurt Katora in the mindscape? Do I just go around just smacking things? Is there something in particular I need to look for?
Katora's mindscape is the perfect place to hurt the sea slode. It's where he's most vulnerable. In a place where thoughts become reality, you'll be able to stop Katora once and for all.
Ooh.
Now touch the staff and go save the Right Master.
Okay, and look after yourself whilst I'm gone.
Touch the Ulvor staff and enter
The mindscape. Whoa. When they said mindscape, they weren't kidding. This is a freaking brain. Right, 1 second. Let's do that whilst I'm here. There we go.
You dare enter my domain, worm?
Yes, I dare.
the Guardians to reveal each protected memory. You'll weaken Katora and learn something at the same time.
Okay. That's easy enough to do, I think. Well, it might be easy enough to do.
A bargain is a bargain. The island for the heart of transparent law.
Yes, just as we agreed. But only a portion of the crystal. We don't want to alert the Sapiarchs too soon.
Because vile.
Tell your fellow princes all will be well. The Right Master is no match for my mind magic.
So Nocturnal has assured me. Don't disappoint us, Katora.
Yeah, it's Summerset, Raphelia, Nocturnal, and Claviger's Vial are basically working together. They don't miss an opportunity to show off their well design, do they? No. No, they do not. I mean, this is freaking cool. Honestly, compared to how this game was when it first came out, they really have just improved so much. I mean, like, the only other game I've seen where they've had like that much radical improvement, Final Fantasy XIV, when which is pretty much one of my favourite MMOs at the moment, but not as much as this one. I would say ESO is probably my number one MMO. Final Fantasy XIV is my number 2 MMO. Like, different styles, different way of gameplay, things like that. They both, to be honest, started off as, well, to be honest, they sucked. ESO, when it first came out, sucked. Final Fantasy XIV, when it first came out, sucked.
One purpose, worm.
Abyssal Cabal may defeat me, but you'll never stand against the entire Sigigor.
Once again you fail to grasp the obvious. When the time is right, you will do exactly as I command. Until then, forget.
Which is how they got into, yeah, that's how they got it. Yeah, Final Fantasy XIV and ESO first came out, absolutely sucked. They really improved this. And there was a big thing about when 14 came out, that guy in his team, the producer, Yoshi P, I only found this out on the fan fest I was watching on over the weekend, and basically it almost never happened because when he was brought into sort of like, oh, we need to fix this MMO or it's just going to go to belly up, they had like a bit of a team meeting and it was like, look, this is what's going to happen, and everyone was like, well, new producer, don't know what's going on, don't like this. And one person, basically the first person, stood up, a guy called Soken, who writes like all the music, the really popular tunes, and he basically sort of led the charge and said, look, we can do this. Now, if we're going to go, let's give it our all, and we can say we've at least tried our best. And they did something that I was actually really surprised at. They completely rebuilt the game, but they made it an in-game event. Like, there was a destruction, there was a calamity, and it's just gone on and on from there. Is it a perfect game? No. Is it one I find myself keep going back to, like ESO? 100%. And again, when ESO first came out, it was like each area was locked. You couldn't travel from zone to zone if you were in a different alliance easy enough. You had to go and complete one campaign before you could travel to the next one. Then there was the veteran. Honestly, it was a mess. It really was. I think it was one of the reasons why I didn't play it for a fair amount of time. But every so often, you know, just before the Morrowind expansion came out, I thought, give it another go. So, okay, yeah, this is getting better. It's improved. Now it doesn't feel as clunky and as horrible as it did when the game first came out. But now, I'll say this has become one of my favourites because they've just done so damn well. And I've seen the same thing with Final Fantasy XIV. But it's a different style of game, completely different.
You shall be eradicated.
Really? You say as I'm about to end your existence.
Repeat my words, worm. Tell me what you must do.
Getting close to the end.
I will enter the Crystal Tower.
Cool.
I will take the heart of transparent law.
Yes. Yes. Hide it away until I call for you to give it to me. Not even the princes must know where it is.
Hide the heart.
He's trying to pull a fast one on the three Daedric princes.
My memory shields! You destroyed them!
I'm about to destroy something else in a minute, matey. Hello?
Feel the crushing weight of your own insignificance.
Nah. Nah, that's not going to happen. I think what's going to happen is that I'm going to end you. Where you gone? Oh, over there, sneaking kid.
Katura's mine. It's shutting down.
What's the point?
Taking the right master back to his study. You need to get out of there.
Ah, that's exactly what I planned on doing.
Use the staff to exit the mindscape. Then
Wait, did I? They did Sofa Seal. What are you doing here?
A sea slode. Interesting. I haven't dissected such a specimen in an exceedingly long unit of temporal measurement.
Okay, yeah, that's appropriate for him. Where are Valserim and the Right Master?
Valserin took the Right Master to Kapora Tower to administer to his wounds. Luckily for you, I arrived in time to help Valserin open a path out of the Slode's dying mind. What did you learn before the mindscape collapsed?
Well, you probably know this, but Katora made a deal with the Daedric princes and altered the Right Master's memories.
Yes, I surmised as much. The triad of Daedric princes has become bold in its attempts to influence Nirn, though influence seems to be the least of their goals. The Slode, however, was unable to harvest whatever memory it sought from the Right Master.
Well, Katora wanted to learn where the Right Master hid something called the Heart of transparent law, whatever that is.
That revelation disturbs me. I feared the Crystal Tower was too tempting a target for the Daedric Triad. I need to ponder the full implications of their plot. Meanwhile, I suggest you go to Kapura Tower and see how the Right Master is faring.
Sure. Huh. Whilst I'm here. Yeah. Might as well, whilst I'm here, be rude not to. Ooh. Can I go yet? No, okay, fine. Right, back to Artaeum. Oh, yeah, of course, that's where I came from before when I went around to the... Yeah, okay, that makes sense. You right there, Cat? Architect. Again, every time I come onto this screen, I can't unsee a Pokeball. Like, you see like the swirly bit in the middle of the beam and the... I know it's not intentional, it just happens to be, but come on, look at it. You tell me that doesn't look like a giant Pokeball with a bang around there, or maybe like on the inside of one, looking out, which isn't that far from the truth. Nice. Okay. Go to the tower. Again, Pokeball. And this other one is to the stud. No, it's right over here, isn't it? Also, you don't think this place looks like it's almost, I don't want to say organic, but like it's been grown. Like, it looks like something out of, you know, that HR Giga would have come up with. But, you know, if that's the case, if that's the motif that I'm going for, I'm down for it. Giga's a freaking genius. Slightly eccentric.
Wish, right, Master. I shall travel to Lillandril immediately.
Slightly eccentric.
And I'll send word to the Eye of the Queen.
But from all accounts, you know, he was. I don't want to say secreted resin, yeah, but secreted from what? Oh, funny story I've heard about Giga. I don't know if this is true, but I really, really hope it is true. When he was flying over to America to show off the designs for the Xenomorph and the facehugger eggs and all kinds of stuff, basically designing, you know, like the space jockey, all that freaking genius stuff, he's going through customs, and of course he's got his artwork with him, you know, in being a art, and this is obviously way before, you know, you could send stuff like digital. You had to deliver it and show it off to self. Plus also Giga being Giga, he would have been able to like talk them through it and explain what his thought processes is, and how, you know, they could then like go, oh yeah, we can use that for the Xenomorph, we can use that for the facehugger and everything else. Of course, the what do you call it, the customs person calls him over, does his thing, opens it up, sees the artwork. At this point, pretty much most people in the world, and obviously Alien wasn't out then, so most people would not know what the flip, who Giga was. Maybe a few of the more, should we say, niche artists and things like that. So you imagine, like, you've never seen anything like, I mean, now we'd be like, oh, yeah, that's freaking cool. But back then, nobody knew what that stuff was, apart from Mo, obviously, maybe Kaz, the production company, and Giga himself. And then you see that, you know, in his case. And it's that. Apparently he had to get his supervisor to come over and go, what the is all this? And lucky enough it was sorted out, because obviously, you know, you managed to show it all off, but just imagine that. You've never seen anything like that before. You know, Star Wars might have come out, or I just remember when Aliens came out, because it's... I can't remember when Aliens came out. I know it was after Star Wars, I know that. So Alien, not Aliens. Obviously that was much later. But I know it was after Star Wars, so I'm trying to think, would they have seen it? Alien was 79, and I think Star Wars was 78, I think. So no, that wouldn't, no, it wouldn't have been, no, they probably wouldn't have seen Star Wars. But either way, I don't know, Close Encounters and stuff like that, maybe. So yeah, you expect it to be all sort of like nice and jolly, and then you see that. Yeah, I think you're right with the Star Wars. 1977 sounds right. Because I was born in 76, and I know I was born before Star Wars, so I think you're right on 77. I think you're right on that one, which is scary to think. Either way, you know, maybe in Flash Gordon you expect to see one thing, and then you just see that. I still, to this day, want to go to the bar.
I owe you a debt of gratitude, friend of Valserin.
US May 77, we got it in December. That sounds right.
Step beyond. Thank you. And it seems you accomplished what I failed to do. You ended the threat of Katora.
Yeah, destroyed his mind from the inside. And just trying to remember what it was. They've even done, I saw a picture the other day as well of his tombstone. I thoroughly recommend, Googling it, because honestly, it's that kind of, there's no doubting whose tomb it is. Let's just put it like that. I won't say any more, but when you see it, you're like, yeah, that's Giga's tombstone. Look, it's just him. It's beautiful, it's disturbing, and it's awesome all at the same time. And I think that's what I've always liked about his work, is you get a creepy, unsettling feeling when you're looking at it, but at the same time, you can't deny it is really good quality. I mean, the space jockey and the xenomorph is just iconic. Oops, sorry. My mouse mat's almost fallen off 1 second. There we go. Khajiit saw Katora's memories, but he's not totally clear on what happened.
Katora tricked me.
Yeah. The stone's pretty freaking dope, isn't it?
I never won. Then he planted a compulsion, forced me to steal the heart of transparent law from the Crystal Tower. Apparently I hid it and forgot about it. He sought that memory.
Khajiit would like to know, what is the significance of the heart of transparent law?
The Crystal Tower stands as a mystical protection for Summerset. Transparent law, a crystal at the top of the tower, serves as its source of power. With the heart removed from the crystal, the protection provided by the tower slowly weakens.
So the heart is just part of a large crystal?
Yes. A smaller gem that had been embedded in the larger...
What are you doing, Hard Drive? No.
If the Daedric princes acquire the heart, they could take control of the Crystal Tower.
Makes sense.
Oriandra will warn Summerset, while I try to remember where I hid the heart.
Is there anything Belen can do to help you restore your memories?
You helped me remember my true encounter with Katora and his abyssal cabal. I remember how they defeated me 300 years ago, compelled me to do their bidding, made me forget. For now, I need solitude to seek the memories that still elude me.
Good luck to you, sir.
Perhaps the Psijic sages can help me remember where I hid the heart of transparent law. At least you stopped Katora before the Sea Slope gained that knowledge. In the meantime, we must warn the Sapiarchs of the threat to the Crystal Tower.
Okay.
My memories.
Oops.
What else have I? Perhaps the Sapiarchs are Summerset's foremost scholars. They are the keepers of the Crystal Tower and the custodians of the College of Sapiarchs. Among their many responsibilities, they have trained every heir who ever sat upon Alinor's throne.
Unfortunately, the web series show, If the Emperor Has Text-to-Speech Device, has totally ruined the word custodians for me, because all I can think about when I see that word now is the fabulous custodies. I will not say why, just trust me on this one. That if you are familiar in any way with the Warhammer 40,000 universe, it is a web series I can 100% recommend. It's actually, it looks cheap, but it's actually surprisingly well done, and it has, it's well researched, and it's got to a point now where a lot of fans, myself included, kind of have difficulty believing that some of the things that they have changed to make the show more amusing is not official Warhammer 40,000 lore, like involving certain of the Primarchs and things like that, like especially Magnus with his psychic didgeridoo. But I've said too much. I will spoil it. Just if you like Warhammer 40,000 in any way, shape, or form, do yourself a favour, go and watch it. It is hilarious, and I say it's actually very well researched. Yeah, Ace of Wands know what I'm talking about. The Fabulous Custodies. Don't spoil it.
I sent Valcerin to Lalandril, where the College of Sapiarchs is located, to scout the area and see if the Court of Bedlam
love that.
any moves against them. I need you to travel to Alinor to secure the Proxy Queen's permission to enter the college.
Well, go there immediately.
My actions have weakened the Crystal Tower and endangered Summerset. I hate to think what else that foul creature forced me to do with its powerful mind magic.
Yeah, nobody wants to know about that.
My musings. I'll send word to Alinor so that the Proxy Queen knows to expect you.
Okay, Khajiit, let's go. Yeah, done that one. So I need to go to Alinor Way Shrine. Where's that one? That's going to be... I think it's this one over here. I think. Yes. Marvellous. No, stop thinking about Emperor text-to-speech. It's just too... Be careful with that. I almost spoiled something about it. And I really ruined it with Focus on the game. Focus. Turn that part of your brain off, Chris. The land called Summerset is part of England, it appears. No, it's Summerset. Two different places. Yeah, I double checked. I was right before. It's I say it's Somerset and Summerset are two different things, but they are kind of pronounced the same. Okay. To the palace. Dun, 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 dun. It's that speed when he's bobbing along. Yes, whatever. Paris has decided the fabled throne of Alinor, which has been occupied almost completely. One day. Proxy Queen.
We grow accustomed to the influx of visitors to our blessed isle, though your increasing numbers remain a source of concern to our nobles. We, however, find the many non-Altmer faces to be interesting. What business brings you to the palace?
I'm sorry, Cat Picking. You've got to learn to... Might... At least try on the other leg. The Right Master of the Sijic Order sent Khajiit to get your permission to enter the College of Sapiarchs.
The Sijic Order? We have not heard a word from that august body in a star's age, and then word arrives that we should expect a visitor. Why would we grant access to the Sapiarch's private compound? Speak true if you want our aid in this matter.
Well, the Crystal Tower is in danger, and the Right Master sent Khajiit to warn the Sapiarchs.
This involved the business that Razandar was telling us about. The Queen's cat claimed he had eyes in the Sijic Order, but we assumed that was more of his braggadocio.
Yo.
Very well. We'll send word to Lalandril that you may cross to the college.
Please indulge, Valen, but is there anything he should know about the College of Sapiarchs?
The newcomer wants us to blather on about the many wonders of the Blessed Isle? Why, by all means.
Let us sing the praises of the Sapiarchs, reveal a recipe for an Altmer delicacy, and select the best House of Reveries performance for you to attend.
This one is good in the sense it may have offended you in some way.
Indeed. Perhaps you aren't as dull as we first presumed. My queen has asked that we welcome you, so we shall tell you that the Sapiarchs are our teachers. The compound in the Landrel serves as the seat of their prestigious college.
Well, Khajiit would travel to the Landrel immediately.
And we shall alert the Portal Master to accommodate you. Once inside, seek out Lana Teal, Sapiarch of Archaeology. She leads the college and should hear the Right Master's warning. There, we have done our deed for the day.
Okay. Wow, that was pretty cool. Wait, so I go to Satan Keep. Satan Keep. Okay. No. Crystal. Oh, crud. Nope. Sometimes we do some of these. There's no reason why I moved Satan and Water Shrine. Where are you? Where the fudge is it? Seriously, where's this? Okay. There might be another quest along the way. Okay, yeah, that's probably what it is. Strange. Could be another one. Maybe it's a shortcut. Bloody hell, it's 8:30 already. So yeah, I think once I've ended this quest in, as it's been a while, we'll I'll retire for the evening, and tomorrow we will have more of the Expanse, which I am. Even though I've seen it before, I'm really enjoying. Especially like picking up on things I didn't like the first time I was viewing it. Especially as a couple of the times I was on medication. Yeah, I said it before. Season 1 is the weakest of, in my opinion, of the seasons, and that's not putting season 1 down at all. It's more that in comparison to the later seasons, yeah, season 1 is, I think, the weakest. Once things start kicking off, that is like, oh shit, son. But again, that's not putting season 1 down. It's just, you know, what I mean. Fair enough, yeah, I completely understand that. I've been in that situation myself, so it's like, when your head's not in the right place, you got to get yourself in, you got to sort yourself out before you can process anything, and I completely understand. Been there myself. But yeah, seriously, I can't wait until you can meet my favourite character. I just can't remember what season she turns up in. She's either, I think it's season 3, the beginning of season 3. I might be wrong. It might be the end of season 2. But I'm pretty sure it's season 3. Surprised it's one of the Martians. But I mean, so far, I think, you think it's season 2 for when Bobby turns up. You might be right. Again, I'd say I've freed them in because I binged watched a lot of them. The seasons and the episodes kind of blurred into one, so it might be season 2. I mean, if it's season 2, that's fantastic. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't trust my own memory on that one because of the blurring, but If it is season 2, that's fantastic because it means we get to meet her sooner rather than later. But her, Christian, and Amos are my 3 favourites. And again, that's not putting the other characters down. Naomi, I think, is an absolute, engineering genius, and the guy I referred to, Space Vimes, he's brilliant. But my 3 favourites, Bobby, Amos, Christian. Even though Christian can be a complete bitch sometimes. She's ruthless and it's scary at moments. Okay, what am I going here for? I'll go to the ship. Why did it send me away here? Oh yeah, because of the. Okay. Find. I mean, Amos, he's on the surface, a simple man. Like, if he says he's going to smack you around the head, he'll smack you around the head. He's uncomplicated. But how he gets to that process is, it's a mystery. Like the bit in the, should we say the adult club, or in, on the series, I think it was series, and like, wait, dude, you grew up in a place like this? It's like, yeah. He's honest work. It's like, and I completely forgot about that part to begin with. It's like, yeah, that he said he kind of approves of it as long as you get the right management. And it's like, wow, dude's quite sex positive, which is, you wouldn't have thought that sort of thing come from him. I mean, hell, even the character of Alex is, I think, surprisingly well done. My thoughts on the actor notwithstanding, the character is pretty decent. Just not the person playing him. And from what I've heard, he's actually really different to how he is in the books. But you know what? That's gonna. No, the fault's gone. The fault has gone. Wait, is this the Augur quest? It is. It's oh yeah, it's trying to take me through the Augur quests. I see, which I've already done. Ooh, glowy things. Crafting. Ooh. Nice. I'll send that to my crafter. I don't have that one. Which is a way I could just track just those portals, but unfortunately they share the same nodes as the rune stones. Wait, how am I going? Do I have to go? It's about. Well, I'm gonna have to go all the way up there, and I. Oh, there's the steps, which is handy. Ooh. Still a way to go. Oriandra. That's a cool name.
You there. You're a welcome sight, my friend. I could use some help to free these people.
Mine trap? This one's where's mine trap coming to it?
A dark entity called Keturah set a trap for
1 second, sorry.
adventurers. It locked them in their own minds. I've established a mental link with the group, but I can't maintain it and also perform the tasks necessary to set them free. I need your help.
Mind your butts. So that was a fuzzball. She was making a very particular sound that if you've ever had a cat, it's it's the hairball. But I was a bit concerned because she did cough up something earlier, and I didn't want it to be like, wait, is she just coughing up more stuff? But no, it was just a hairball.
Let me attune you to my spell. There. Now we're connected through my mental link. Find the 3 adventurers, Kanar, Grog, and Maria. When you examine them, the spell should take you into their individual
I
mind
just have to
tracks.
see what the time is as well.
From there.
So I think what I might do is actually, because she's coughing out a bit, so I have to make sure she's all right. She seems okay, but I want to keep an eye on her. So I think after this one, I'm going to call it a very slightly early night, and then we'll be back tomorrow for, as I said before, for more of the expense.
Kynar should be our first priority, though don't tell him I said that. We approach magecraft differently, but he's an accomplished practitioner of the art. He can assist us in rescuing the others, so find him and free him first.
Okay. Right. Yeah, because if I'm going into a dungeon, that makes sense to do that. Oh, is that chest? It is. Let's go and grab it. Oh, yeah, wait for that. There we go. So yeah, looks like a good spot to rest up. I mean, today's gone quick. Today's gone really quick. Oh, there's a thieves' chest, a thief trove there. I'll steal from there. I'll take that. Very, thank you. Very good. And yeah, this is a perfect point to call it a night. So I'm going to check up on Madam. That's twice in one night she's sort of had a bit of a like coughing up type thing, which is unusual for her. So I've got to just make sure she's okay. Seems all right. I think it's just more of I think it's just like a hairball type thing. So back tomorrow and more of the expense. And I'm going to double check now to see if Bobby does turn up in season 2, just for my own satisfaction than anything else. But in the meantime, I shall bid you good night and see you tomorrow.